Welcome everybody. I'm going to do another different video. I'm still doing the more and more videos, but I'm doing a different one now. This is about Tyler Perry. Cat Williams and Eddie Murphy joined forces to expose Tyler Perry's sacrifices. And this is just 6 hours ago. So yeah. And how the alliance are really announced. They are felt over time. Sometimes they form quiet through shared experiences, shattered frustrations, yada 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 yada. Let's go ahead and get to the video.
$60 million lawsuit from Derek Dixon, who met Tyler Perry in 2019 as an employee of an event company.
50 Cent Jackson, a.k.a. Captain Don't He has a brand new documentary. What's it called? The Reckoning of some. Anyway, it's a documentary about Diddy. Just leave that man alone. That man deserves a whole lot of leaving alone. That's what my grandpa told me. Certain mother deserve a whole lot of leaving alone.
As I said, so you were saying how much you don't like the fact that Tyler Perry's being dragged in the mud by Cat Williams because he did a lot of things for black people, right?
Yes.
So
not just
that true about him playing a woman better than anything else.
No, because I feel like Tyler Perry did all the roles that he played, not just Medea. He did all the roles good. As a man, as a woman, he did all that good. He's just not going to say Tyler Perry is only good for Medea. He did other too. He did other as Rosie. Like I said, once again, he did the brother Joe. He did his role epic as bro.
In Hollywood, alliances are rarely announced. They are felt over time. Sometimes they form quietly through shared experiences, shared frustrations, and shared lines that certain people refuse to cross. That is where the connection between Eddie Griffin and Cat Williams begins. Not with a press conference, not with a joint interview, but with a pattern. Both men have spent years speaking out against the same systems, the same gatekeepers, and the same unspoken rules that govern success in black entertainment. When Griffin publicly reached out to Cat Williams about a non-wearing a dress tour, many people laughed it off as comedy bravado, but others saw it as something deeper, a signal, a challenge to an industry tradition that has rewarded certain images while punishing resistance. When you place that moment next to their shared criticism of Tyler Perry and the recurring whispers about powerful social circles connected to figures like Diddy, a bigger picture begins to form. This is not about one role or one rumor. It is about what comedians are asked to give up to keep working, and what happens when they refuse. Eddie Griffin and Cat Williams may not stand side by side on a stage exposing anyone, but their words echo the same message. Some success comes with conditions, and some people decide the price is too high.
Eddie Griffin speaks on Cat Williams breaking the internet.
I said, no, Cat. Then he said, what did he say? Cedric looked like a walrus. I'm like, no. Got Ricky Smiley so good. Ricky Smiley got on the internet making tea and started crying and disappeared. Ain't nobody seen him since. He ain't been no more posts. He just disappeared. I called Cat on the phone and said, be on the lookout for Smiley. That come smiling. Clive was the one to get you. He's smiling. And I said he might show up with a dress on. He got the last two that ain't worn dresses. I called and said, do the non-wearing the dress tour. That hot like a and Club Shay Shay. Yeah, Shay Shay. KK. I don't give a that day. That is there with them tight pants on, with his balls and all up Cat's face. And then the Cat kept looking the other way. You can tell how that drank. He kept on saying, now, Cat. That's lips. That mother had on them lips. Don't know drink like that. Now, Cat.
When Eddie Griffin mentioned the idea of a non-wearing a dress tour, It was not just a joke aimed at old comedy debates. It was a direct critique of a long-standing pattern in Hollywood comedy. For decades, cross-dressing characters have been used as a shortcut to laughs, especially for black male comedians. Tyler Perry's Madea is the most successful example of this formula, but it is far from the only one. Griffin and Cat Williams have both made it clear that their issue is not comedy itself, but what they believe the image represents. In their view, these roles often come with an unspoken message about how black masculinity is allowed to appear on screen. Griffin has openly described Perry as a power broker, someone who controls access and opportunity. Cat Williams has echoed similar concerns, suggesting that refusing certain paths can quietly close doors. Their shared stance is not about judging actors who take those roles. It is about choosing not to. The tour idea symbolized resistance. It was Griffin saying out loud that some comedians have survived without bending to those expectations. When fans picked up on this, the conversation quickly shifted from comedy styles to industry pressure. Why does refusing one type of role become a political act? Why does independence feel threatening? These questions are what connect Griffin and Williams far more than any official collaboration ever could.
Tyler Perry, how you feel about the allegations he being accused of?
We got to deal with Tyler. We got to deal with Tyler. When you talk about the jealousy that the music industry has for black men, it's insane, bro. It's insane. Tyler Perry goes to the BET Awards. He gives a speech, and he's an excellent orator, by the way. I'm an orator. I study oratory. Tyler Perry could have been a pastor or a community activist. He's a very good speaker, very good public speaker. He says that I've made more millionaires than every other studio in this city combined. That's what he said. And don't you know, I don't know if it was the next day, but it was definitely the same week. All of a sudden, he gets hit with a $260 million lawsuit from Derek Dixon, who met Tyler Perry in 2019 as an employee of an event company. So he was working at one of the events that Tyler Perry contracted this event company to come to and host. He met Tyler Perry there. Tyler Perry invited him to audition for an upcoming show called Ruthless. Later on, Tyler Perry tells him, allegedly, according to Derek Dixon's attorney, Tyler Perry told him, I can change your life. Stick with me, I could change your whole life. He then invites him to audition for a role on The Oval. Tyler Perry series The Oval. Derek Dixon stars in 85 episodes of The Oval between 2020 or 2021 until 2024-2025. In January of 2020, Art, right before COVID, Tyler Perry texts Derek Dixon and says, among other things, I can't remember the last time I had really good. Now, as a male, if another man sends me a text telling me he can't remember the last time he had good, I already know that that ain't somebody I need to be around alone, because he clearly got the wrong idea about me. In fact, I'm gonna have to let him know. In the future, fam, I don't need to know about your life.
Tyler Perry's success is undeniable. He built an empire from the ground up and became one of the most powerful figures in entertainment. But with that power comes influence. And according to Griffin and Williams, influence can turn into control. Eddie Griffin has used strong language to describe how he sees Perry's operations, framing them as tightly managed and loyalty-driven. Cat Williams has gone even further, claiming that Perry once warned others not to associate with him after seeing him in the wrong social setting. Whether these claims can be proven is almost beside the point. What matters is how common these stories are. In Hollywood, reputations are shaped not just by talent, but by proximity, who you are seen with, who you criticize, who you refuse to protect. Both Griffin and Williams describe an environment where stepping out of line does not require public punishment. Work simply dries up. Calls stop coming. Invitations disappear. That is why their criticism resonates with so many people. It reflects experiences others are afraid to describe openly. They frame Tyler Perry not as a villain, but as a symbol of a system where a few powerful figures decide what is acceptable. In that system, silence is often rewarded. Speaking freely is treated as a liability. Griffin and Williams continue to speak anyway, even when it costs them momentum.
He says Tyler Perry pulled his underwear down, Art. Help me out. Help me out. If this man allegedly pulled your underwear down and grabbed your cheeks, why are you not going to a lawyer or going to the police? This man is a billionaire. He's a billionaire. Why are you hanging around? He says Tyler Perry coerced him, Art. Coerced him into accepting the exploitation because Tyler Perry promised him his own show. Tyler Perry promised him career advancement. He allegedly, Tyler Perry was going to provide him with career advancement opportunities. So he says he felt like he had to endure this so it wouldn't mess up his options. As far as I'm concerned, that means you volunteered for it. You volunteered for it. You were willing to accept it because you thought you would get something out of it. Then he says, Art, around June of 2024, Derek Dixon comes to his senses and he decides that Tyler Perry has been lying to me this entire 4.5-year relationship. He's been lying. From 2020 to June of 2021, that's 4.5. He's been lying. So he says once he came to his realization that he'd been lying, he decided to stop showing up for work. He said Tyler Perry told him he had to take an unpaid medical leave. That's when he got with his lawyer, and that's when he decided to sue. Here's where I'm at. Same mistake as Smokey, same mistake as Shannon. Tyler Perry wasn't taking care of it. Allegedly, Art. Because Tyler Perry has not admitted to being... He has not admitted to any of these crimes. So I'm saying allegedly. If what this man is saying is true, Tyler Perry made the same mistake as Smokey Robinson, Shannon Sharpe, and so many other black men dating non-black people. You didn't take care of it. From what I read, Art, he was being paid $10,000 an episode. And then when he got upset with Tyler Perry, allegedly, he went up to $15,000 an episode or maybe $25,000 an episode. However that go, don't quote me. But initially, he was only getting about 10 grand. Here we go again, Art. Smokey Robinson. If you want these women to be your girl toys, Tyler Perry, allegedly, if you want Derek Dixon to be your boy toy, $10,000 an episode for a billionaire is not going to cut it.
The mention of Diddy in these conversations is never accidental. His name represents a broader idea rather than a single person. Exclusive circles, private access, industry protection. Eddie Griffin and Cat Williams have both hinted that certain spaces come with expectations. Not just social expectations, but moral ones. They describe moments where being present, being quiet, or being compliant becomes part of staying in favor. Cat Williams has suggested that simply being seen in the wrong place can change how you are treated afterward. Griffin has spoken about people rising quickly after aligning themselves with powerful figures. Together, these stories create a narrative about sacrifice, not the dramatic kind, but the quiet kind. Giving up your voice, your boundaries, your ability to question what you see. Fans often exaggerate this into a conspiracy, imagining secret meetings and coordinated plans. In reality, it may be much simpler. Hollywood rewards those who make life easier for the system. Griffin and Williams present themselves as men who refuse to play along. They do not claim to have proof of everything they suggest. Instead, they speak from experience. And in an industry built on image, lived experience can be more dangerous than documents. One overlooked detail in this story is the comedy Get Down. On the surface, the BET series looked like a simple behind-the-scenes comedy project. But for Eddie Griffin and Cat Williams, it served a deeper purpose. The show placed several outspoken comedians in the same space, men who had all, at different times, felt pushed to the edges of the industry. Working together created a sense of shared understanding. They did not need to publicly agree on everything. They did not need to announce alliances. Just being in the same room, telling their versions of the truth through humor, was enough. For Griffin and Williams, this kind of collaboration mattered because Hollywood often isolates dissenters. When someone speaks too loudly or refuses certain expectations, they are framed as difficult or unstable. The Comedy Get Down quietly challenged that narrative. It showed these comedians as professionals, thinkers, and survivors of the same system. Their bond was not built on plotting against anyone. It was built on mutual recognition. Each man understood the cost of refusing to play certain roles, both on screen and off. That quiet brotherhood explains why fans see a connection between Griffin and Williams, even without official statements. Sometimes, solidarity does not need speeches. It only needs shared survival.
50 Cent Jackson, a.k.a. Captain Don't He has a brand new documentary. What's it called? The Reckoning of some. Anyway, it's this documentary about Diddy. Just leave that man alone. That man deserves a whole lot of leave alone. That's what my grandpa told me. Certain mother deserve a whole lot of leave alone. And top of that list is 50 Cent. Leave that mother alone. He gonna come for you. He gonna come for you. The poor Diggler. I've never seen him as happy as he is in jail. He just looks quite elated. He looks like he never wants to get out. Every picture of this just cheesing from ear to ear. Did y'all notice that 50 had footage of Diddy in a hotel room talking about, we're losing.
Dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
How the did he get footage inside this mother? I'm telling you, don't. He got moles. He got CIA agents. He got 50 agents. This 50 is he's MI6. God damn it, this double O. I swear to God, boy, you better leave that mother. You didn't know this mother had a camera on filming your damn near crying. We're losing. Oh my God, we're losing. And they got unlimited booty supply at Camp. He was more depressed outside than he is on the inside. He thought it was gonna be a bad deal for him. Now he said,
"This is what I always wanted."
The idea of Eddie Griffin and Cat Williams joining forces has grown largely because fans filled in the gaps the industry refuses to address. Social media edits, reaction videos, and commentary channels have stitched their separate interviews into a single narrative. Critics dismiss this as exaggeration, but it reveals something important. Audiences are hungry for honesty. They sense when stories overlap. Griffin talks about power and control.
50 Cent is the only one that's actually doing stuff about the videos with Diddy. He's the only one exposing shit out. Cat Williams and Eddie Murphy does the same thing. But 50 Cent is actually investing more into it because 50 Cent has something to prove. Because Diddy was there when Tupac got killed. Diddy was there when Biggie got killed. Tupac had deals with Diddy, I mean. And Diddy did Biggie wrong. So when Biggie died, he was supposed to have money to his daughter go to her, but Diddy kept the money. So, yeah. 50 Cent is getting into Diddy's ass. 50 Cent can get shit on people you don't think he can get on. 50 Cent is like the CIA, FBI. He got connections. You remember back in 2006, he flew over to Afghanistan. Spent I don't know how many weeks over there. The soldiers giving them tour concerts and everything. He picked up some training too while he's up there. He's been over there about, I think, months or something like maybe 6 months or so, touring around it. So he picked some training up from the soldiers and everything on how to get intel. Plus, he got money, so he can get connections, he get the intel he needs. But this just shows you how crooked Hollywood is. You have to sacrifice yourself, your friends, your daily. I don't care for that. If I was given an opportunity to do stuff like in Hollywood, I would not take it. Because I'm not going to sell my soul to the devil that's running Hollywood. Yeah. All the big shots like Jay-Z, Beyonce, that's another thing. Beyonce had to go into country music to make something for herself. Because she got all the awards in hip-hop and all that. Now she's trying to ruin country, trying to say she's the queen of country. I'm sorry, Beyonce, but you ain't the queen of country. You ain't shit in country. Okay, you're a peasant in country. You just can't come in there and say, I'm the queen of country. Sorry, you got... Here's the women you got to get through to become the queen of country. Rhea Lynn. All other female country singers above that. Rhea Lynn, Reba McEntire, Carrie Underwood, Dolly Parton, Coal Miner's Daughter. That's a queen. Rhea Lynn, Reba McEntire, Carrie Underwood. And all the female country singers above there. Actually, hold on, I know them do. Hold on. I'm going to prove my point real quick. Just so you see where you stand at, Beyonce, because if people trying to say you're the queen of country, and I'm sorry, I'm old school, you ain't the fucking queen of country. Country music don't have you shaking your ass, showing your tits. Here you go. Current list of Korean country singer: Reba McEntire, Patsy Cline, Rhea Lynn, Shania Twain, Mark Beth, Carrie Underwood, Faith Hill. Alright, let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's the queen of countries right here. Here's all the greatest countries. Dolly Parton, I don't consider her a queen. Reba McEntire, Patsy Cline, Rhea Lynn, queen of country. Shania Twain, Mark Beth, Carrie Underwood, Faith Hill. Classic country. Here's all the queens of country you had to get through. Here's the top 130 country singers of all time ranked. Beyonce. Since you're trying to claim yourself the queen of country, I'm going to let you see all the 130 women you have to beat or get past, become queen of country. There you go. Dolly Parton. She paid to give you the title because she ain't a queen. Reba McEntire. Patsy Cline. Rhea Lynn. There's all the women that's a queen and queens of country. You ain't one of them. You call yourself the queen of country, Beyonce. You ain't the queen of country, I'm sorry. Here's the queens of country in their own right. You don't even call yourself the queen of country because you sucking the damn grandson of the AUC Country Music Awards dick just get in there. CEO of country music is a young fan, don't know shit about country. But you just sucking his dick out to get there. Here it is right here. Here's all the queens. Oh, I'll go back. Taylor Swift, she's not a queen of country. She's not even a country singer in my book. These are the female country singers that are in their own rights queens from the dates. You ain't no queen, Beyonce. These are all the great female country singers that are queens in that book. In my opinion, in their own time, they are queens. Look at this one. Mickey Guyton, born in Canada, MacArthur. She's a queen of country too. She's a queen in her own right. So Beyonce, you ain't no fucking queen of country. So I don't know who told you that you're the queen of country. You ain't none. You only got famous because of Jay-Z. If Jay-Z didn't have nothing to do with you, you would be still stripping and dancing on a pole. So yeah. Now I'm going to get back to the video here. I got sidetracked. And people ask me, why do you get so riled up in these videos? Because I can't stand bullshit people. Back to this video.
Williams talks about punishment and exclusion.
That this is what Tyler Perry does to get his lovers. He claimed that there's other men who have worked for Tyler Perry Studios who have been fired because they did not consent fully to Tyler Perry's request and or constant overbearing. So they say, he says, Tyler Perry will put you in shows, write you in, lavish you with all kind of stuff, make you real comfortable with a very firm understanding that you can lose it all if you don't do what I want you to do. So the lawyer claims there's other men who have a similar story to Derek Dixon. He even mentions Cosby, Carter, Combs, Weinstein, and Spacey in the lawsuit. So the lawyer is trying to draw a parallel from Tyler Perry to Bill Cosby, Sean Combs, R. Kelly, Weinstein, and Spacey. He mentions them in the lawsuit. And he says Tyler Perry is using his status and his power to force young, struggling actors into unwanted relationships. I believe he led Tyler Perry on hoping he would get a show. I believe Tyler Perry was never interested in giving him a show. I think he found out Tyler Perry was playing games, and because he's white and still a racist, and Tyler Perry is still black, although a billionaire, and he decided to show Tyler Perry who's really in charge. And this is why I say, Art, it don't matter how much money you have, it don't matter how much power you have. Whenever you're dealing with a white woman or a white man, they still have more power than you. Tyler Perry's a billionaire. Derek Dixon might have been struggling. But guess what, Art? Derek Dixon has the full power of the American criminal justice system behind him. He got the full power of American civil court behind him. He got the full power of American media behind him. He got the full power of American society behind him. Tyler Perry's billions will be neutralized by Derek Dixon's white privilege. They were playing each other. They were playing each other. He was stringing Tyler Perry along long enough to get his show. Tyler Perry was stringing him along long enough to get some booty, allegedly. And it just so happens that Tyler Perry realized he ain't gonna get no booty, right? And then Derek Dixon realized, I'm not gonna get no show. So Tyler Perry expected him to walk away, Art. He thinking he just gonna walk away. Why would he just walk away when you a billionaire? He gonna embarrass you and he gonna exploit you, because at the end of the day, you ain't nothing but a to him, and you supposed to know your place even as a billionaire. When a white person throws a temper tantrum at a black person, you better get ready. That's why it does not benefit us to date outside of our race, Art, because you take too many hits. Look at Smokey. Look at Smokey. Look at Shannon. And now, Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry's name appears in both conversations. Diddy's Social World appears in the background of both conversations. Even without coordination, the themes line up. Fans amplify this because they recognize patterns from their own lives. Jobs that demand silence. Environments where questioning authority leads to isolation.